spice, and we talk about everything nice.
Alright, so yesterday I was on Tumblr, and I saw this thing, and it was like, because you know the other day we were talking about virginity on WhatsApp and how like...
Wait. Shameless promo, what's your Tumblr?
Okay, so the other day we were on WhatsApp and we were talking about how like some people want to take it as a big deal and like lose it to people that they love, and other people just like want to get it over and done with, and just as long as you feel comfortable, that's all that matters, alright? Sorry.
Yeah, talk
all that matters. And I saw this thing, it was like, virginity is a social construct, but if someone cares about their first time having sex and wants to wait, then that's okay. The first time having sex can mean nothing to someone or can mean a lot to someone, and you shouldn't shame their decision either way. And I just thought that that's like us.
That's a good discussion topic, because this has been a topic that we've been talking about quite often, you know, since we are both virgins.
Yes.
And, well, what you were telling me was that, well, you can tell them, of course, that you wanted to first lose it to someone you didn't know at all.
No,
like,
you just said, well, you can tell them, and you told them.
Yeah, well, I'm just saying, and then you can, like, tell me the full thing. So, yeah, go. Tell us about that.
Well, I think, like, when I was little, kind of still now, almost, is that, like, it doesn't really matter who it's with. It's just, as long as you feel comfortable with it, and it's almost easier if you do it with someone that you don't know, because then you don't get any of, like, the emotions or, like, the embarrassment or anything, because, like you're never going to see them again. Hopefully. Or maybe you do because, like, it's amazing and you fall in love, but then that's kind of cute still. But
it's still weird, though. You have sex with once and you're like, baby, marry me! But
yeah, I mean, I don't mean, like, that quickly. Yes, because that's me. No, but, like, yeah. I think that if you do it with someone that you don't know, then you don't have to worry about, like, are they gonna leave me?
Yeah, true. You're not gonna be like having those awkward moments, you know, where you're like, oh, haha, my hand just touched your butt, and we're just gonna be like, ew.
Especially if they don't know that that you're like a virgin, because then they'll just treat you normally.
Yeah, they'll just treat you like a piece of meat, which is what like every woman dreams of. You know what I'm saying?
Well, not all.
I'm sure.
That's just us.
Well, yeah, it is just us. But alright, and my view is that like ever since I was little, it wasn't necessarily like I was raised in like a not like a religious family, but just generally like a religious environment, you know?
Yeah.
Because well, my parents are Muslim and everything, but they've never really spoken to me about this thing because it's kind of like a taboo topic. You don't talk about it. You just don't. I mean, you make subtle jokes and now and then, and you're like embarrassing to go like, oh, stop it, but you don't talk about it. So, but ever since I was little, it wasn't necessarily like a thing like, oh, when I get married. It was just,
Were you never the one that was like, I'm gonna wait until I'm married to have sex?
No, I never thought
Not even when you were little?
No, not even when I was little. Because when I was little, I didn't even think about it. But,
oh, yeah.
You know, of course, when you're with your friends, you're not gonna be like, yeah, I'm gonna fuck a really hot guy when I'm like 12. No, it's not
12.
12.
Yes, I
yes. But, you know, I never really thought, like, I wanted to do it with someone that I loved, that I, maybe not loved, but at least liked them a lot.
So that you knew that it like, kind of meant something.
And that it meant something, and I was comfortable with it and everything like that. And I think that, you know, I still go with that. But of course, I think that it's, like, this is maybe going into another topic a little bit, but it's just your own body. Like, do what you feel that you're comfortable with. But if it's something that you know you're going to regret later, but you just want to get it, don't do it then.
No.
You know,
and especially if someone's like forcing it into you, whether it's like your boyfriend or your girlfriend or your friend or like some random guy in a bar, don't just do it because you're like, well, they want to do it, they think I'm attractive, so I should do it. Like, you don't take it as flattery, because if you're not ready for it physically or mentally or emotionally or whatever, don't just think, oh, well, they're complimenting me, so I should totally do it. Like, no, because you will eventually feel comfortable with it, and if you do it when you're not comfortable with it, it's not going to be an enjoyable experience, and it should be.
Yeah,
it's like the whole point of sex.
Yeah, don't let them like validate you just because they want to bang you.
Yeah, like basically. You should have sex with me because I want to have sex with you. Like, that's not a reason. Don't have sex with someone because they want to have sex with you. That like that's not a valid reason to do anything.
Yeah. Well, if you do decide to do it with someone, but are afraid of other people's reactions or something, well, don't be. Because I think that already in the society we live in, it's like sexuality and just sexual activities are just so overly talked about and so
like overhyped.
Overhyped as well.
Like,
Yeah, like for example, everything you see now has something in relation to sex, right?
Like sex
Like
sells.
adverts and like books and like fanfic. Hello, we've all down that road. So everything you see like in movies, there's always something with romance and sex and just like something like where you get your creative juices flowing. Like
yeah,
it's just,
and I think it just puts loads of pressure because like from a young age, because I know that it was like you're confronted with it from the age, especially as a girl, from the age of like 8 or 10.
Yeah.
You're confronted with like relationships and sex and like sexual activity and like all of this kind of shit, and it's really, it puts a lot of pressure on you.
Yeah, it's fucked.
Because you think that you get to a certain age and then you think, like, is there something wrong? Like, should I have done it? Like, should I not have done it? Did I do it with the wrong person? And so much pressure is put on it that it can either scare you into doing something that you don't want to do or that you shouldn't do, or it can scare you from doing it at all, which is also wrong. Like, you shouldn't be scared of it because there's so much shit that circulates
There's
around
so much
it.
more thing that's important.
Yeah.
Like, it's just an activity where you, like, get naked and, like, it's over in, like, 3 seconds anyway. Like, it's... it's overhyped. Like, it's stupid. So
yeah, like, it's fun and it's great and
Yeah.
it's nice, but there's more to life. And especially when it comes down to, like, you losing your virginity, when you lose your virginity and who you lose your virginity to doesn't define you. Like, that's not the most important thing in your life.
Exactly.
There are other things. Like, if you don't lose it until you're 30 and you're happy with that, then that's fine. As long as you're happy with what you're doing and no one else has a right to judge you for your decisions because they're justified no matter what your decisions are.
And if you do decide to share, like, with your friends that you did lose it and blah, 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 you don't owe them an explanation about why you did it or who you did it with or anything. Or if you just feel like sharing it, that's already, like, enough. You don't have to go any further than that. Because it's your body, it's your choices. So if other people do try to judge you, stand up for yourself because who cares? As long as you don't regret it, then nothing else should matter. No matter what other people say, if you're okay with it, then that's it.
Yeah, and I think
That's
everyone
where it
always
is.
thinks like that they have to talk about it, like they have to either justify themselves or show off about it, or because then they're validating, like, especially as a girl, you know, when you've lost your virginity, like validating your existence and your experiences, which is completely wrong because you're not any more or less of a girl once you've had sex. Like, it's not going to change you as a person.
No,
it's not going to
definitely
change your relationship with someone necessarily. Yeah, you might trust each other more, but you're still going to love each other the same and you're still going to be the same person inside. So doing it or not doing it or talking about it or not talking about it isn't going to change you. It might change other people's perception of you, which is also wrong. Like, don't even get started on that. Like, whole new universe. Like, oh yeah, no, girls can't talk about sex because then they're sluts. Because, you know, obviously.
Yeah, how about this, alright? Let's put naked women on billboards, on magazines, in everything, but, it has to be over 18, alright? Yeah, also, have you heard about that? That in movies, women are not allowed to be shown, like, orgasming.
Seriously?
Yeah, they're not. Well, they are, but then you have to be 21 and over. I think this was in America.
Yeah, no, that makes sense.
And for guys, it's just 18 plus. And they generally don't even, like,
No, but you know what genuinely pisses me off? Like, you go and you see a film, and it's like, the guy, you see nothing. Like, it's a sex scene or whatever, and you don't see anything. You see, like, his back or his chest or his legs or whatever. But then the girl, you see, like, her butt, and you see her boobs, and all of this shit, and I'm just like...
Yeah, it's just so
why are you
focused.
over-sexualizing the woman? You don't show anything of the man. You don't see his ass. You don't see anything. But, no, you see... fuck off. You see everything from the woman. Like, why? Why? I'm not going into this movie to watch some girl's boobs. Like, I don't care.
Also, it's just stupid. Like, it's on movies, it's on billboards, it's everywhere, but... Let's call them sluts.
Yeah.
Alright, let's just crazy idea. Shame them for enjoying sex even though we make them to be so sexualized. Like,
yeah, exactly. And as soon as, like, women sit around and have a conversation about, like, what they like in bed or what they don't like or what they want or what they've done or what they haven't done, men automatically can make jokes and assumptions and stupid judgments.
not just men,
on these
it could be
girls.
anyone,
Well,
obviously.
no, that's true, because other
but
girls do it as well, which
other
is
girls do
almost
too.
worse, because it's like, what, do you agree?
Yeah, it's like, help us sister out.
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
The
Like
suffragettes didn't start this for no reason, like, come on.
oh yeah, there's some history in there.
history.
No, but like automatically it's this stupid social ideal that women have to be pure and sacred and like innocent at heart, and they have to appear to be this for society or for men or to be attractive, whatever. But then they also have to be like good in bed, and they have to be willing to do things for men to make them happy, or for other people to make them happy. And like, does no one else see the issue in this?
Please just make up your mind. What do you want? What do you want? Do you want us to be like Mother Teresa and just like be like, yeah, helpful, loving, and pure and innocent? Or do you want us to be like fucking, yeah, get that S&M shit? I'm like, make up your mind. What do you like? You can't have both. You can't have everything you want.
Fucking man's world, Jesus.
Yeah. So
the worst thing is when it like spreads into like other girls.
Yeah.
Because then, I mean, I think we all go through that stage when you're like 14, and then you start to judge other girls who are your age for doing stuff. But then you get out of that stage because you realize that you're like a stupid bitch and you shouldn't judge people for the decisions that they make.
This is also what we were talking about the other day, is that like maybe it's a little off topic, but it's something, is like when you first see someone and you just like judge them, like it's automatic in your brain, you know? You see someone with short shorts and you're automatically like slut in your head. It's just, I think it's because the word is just being like loosely thrown around, and it's just like your first like reaction to everything. But then like we've noticed that we also like stop each other, like stop ourselves, like and be like, well, no, she's not a slut. Like, how do you know that? And even if she is, like, who cares? Whoa, oh, she likes sex. Oh, let's get crazy.
Yeah, like as long as it doesn't affect you in a negative way, who gives a shit what some girl on the street dresses like?
Yeah.
And she should not be molested. Nothing should happen to her because she's wearing short shorts, because that does not justify anything either, which is again a completely different topic.
Yeah, it is.
And if you
just
stop me on
putting
that,
it out there, though.
you stop me on that, I will talk until like 2018. So you don't want to get me started.
2018. It's 2018.
No. We're so cool. See ya.
Sealed.
I was gonna say see ya.
I know, but I said
sometime.
like sealed, like the
seal
topic
the
is
deal.
sealed, you know?
Yeah, clever.
Right.